Welcome back as we continue with storyteller Go-Sti as he shares his wisdom with us.
Now let's go back to the Miccosukee's annual Indian Arts and Crafts Festival.
Another thing that I found so phenomenal about with our culture is that the Creator gave my race of people everything for free. Let me say that again. The Creator gave my race of people everything for free. It did not cost no money. It was free. Everything. The Creator even gave us medicine to cure whatever sickness that was bestowed upon us. If I woke up with the flu this morning, I know what plant to go get that will cure my flu. If I had a fever, I know what tree to go get that has that medicine that will cure my fever. If I have poison ivy, I know what plant will go and cure that poison. Everything is free. You don't need your checkbook, your credit card, your debit card. You don't need no cash, no money. You keep that. Earth and all is free. Medicine is free. Two different worlds. Boy, it's amazing. You know, that's why our people were removed, was because of the discovery of gold. And gold is what removed our people. You say, well, gold didn't remove, but the people did. But the people wanted the gold, and we were in the way. So in order to go and be able to get the gold out from the earth, we're going to have to move a race of people out of here. And that's what I find so sad and so ironic in the way that they did that. You know, today it's hot, it's warm. You dress for the weather. But you know, back in the day, whenever they were on that removal, the soldiers came and they took you, and you had to go the way you were dressed. You didn't have time to go and pack for that trip. You didn't have time. And then when they captured our people, they took and they locked them up, and they kept them locked up in forts, kept them locked up in stockades, and they kept them there until the dead of winter. Then in the dead of winter, that's when they marched them west to Oklahoma. Now think about it. You were dressed the way you were. Elderly people dressed the way they were. Little children dressed the way they were in the summer. And then the soldiers came, and when they came, oh, I'm sorry, your people are cold. Here's your blanket. But the soldiers knew those blankets were infested with the smallpox disease, and they knew that you were going to die anyway. And that's what I find so sad about our people. In the pictures, in the textbooks, they show, in that Trail of Tears, they show that the natives riding horses and riding wagons. Our people didn't ride. We walked. We walked. And Junaluska, he's not buried far from my home today, in the mountains where we come from. Junaluska marched our people all the way to Oklahoma. And then he came back. But what I find so ironic about the whole thing, Junaluska saved Andrew Jackson's life in a battle at Horseshoe Bend back in the 1814 when the French was fighting against Andrew Jackson and Cherokee sided, and the Cherokee Junaluska killed a Creek warrior, saving Andrew Jackson's life. 1828, gold was discovered. In the 1830s, Andrew Jackson said, I want them out of here. He turned his back on our people. Junaluska went all the way back to Washington, D.C., and he told Andrew Jackson, he said, if I'd have known you were going to do this to my people, I would have let that Creek warrior take in your life. But I saved you. I spared you. And that's the Trail of Tears. That's what happened. We got to get past this part of prejudice. You know, we have gangs all over the United States, and you belong to this gang and that gang and this gang and that gang. But what I'm getting at is we got to have a healing process. And this healing process, number one, like I said earlier, I feel like it's got to start from the president to come down to ask for forgiveness, to acknowledge what his people, not his, but the United States people, what they have done to our people. That will start a healing process. Acknowledge the Native American. Within the Native American ourselves, though, in 1963, where I come from, they shut my school down where I went to school. It was all Cherokee school. They shut it down. They bust us out to an all-white school. 100% white. So at that time, that was the desegregation part that you would watch on the news in the early 60s with the blacks and the whites in their school system. Well, it happened to us as well. It just wasn't televised, it wasn't publicized. But in that, we had to deal with prejudice. I grew up with that. And by growing up with prejudice, I had to fight with that. And we as a race of people, in order for us to heal from Native perspective, from all perspective, we need to heal under that same umbrella that the tree people, as an example, set for us to be able to go. And we can visually see that, and we can visually watch them. And they get along with each other. And we as a race, we should be the same way. After all, we do have a brain, and we do have a heart. And we should utilize those two, the brain and the heart, put them together, and then watch how the tree people are. And then when we come in contact with other people, we do the same as we come. That would be a good start in the healing process. So I'm glad that the Creator has given me a second chance. But only with that, then I can go and help other people. I go with the wind. I let the wind guide me. I have no plan. I have no set. I just let the wind blow. As the wind blows, I just go with the wind. My family, they're like, Dad, what are you doing? Where are you going? What? The wind blows me this way. I can't help it, but that's where the Creator wants me. And that's pretty much where I am today in a nutshell. But I enjoy keeping the tradition and the culture of my people. I love that part of my life. I love that. That's my passion, is keeping it alive.